Hey, my name is Darkbreaker. I'm rank 1 legend. I've been challenger every season, got multiple accounts at the same time in the challenger leaderboard. And in today's video, we are gonna coach a grandmaster player in the Baron role. And if you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. On top of that, if you guys want to see more coaching videos or want to get personal coaching from me, then you guys can definitely write it down below, and you can reach out on Discord or Instagram for private coaching as well. Hope you guys will enjoy this video. It's gonna be 2 game session. We actually did 2 hours in total, but I'm just gonna show you 1 hour preview of how the coaching went. Obviously this was just my first time. I could make it even better with like some graphics or just analyzing his replays, but I do prefer live coaching and learning by doing, so you guys can tell me how you guys think my approach is working, and let's hop right into it. You wanna play Shen or Camille first? Actually, a top on Shen.
I would go with Camille because Shen is useless in solo queue.
I mean,
it's playable, but
yeah, I think he's fine, but I think he's way better in competitive than solo queue because he's like a team reliant champion, and if you have bad teammates, you can carry on this champion as good as like some other champions.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Okay, can you show me your Camille runes so we can talk about that as well? Yeah.
I'm not going Hullbreaker second. I'm going either Death Dance or Blade of the Rune King.
Yeah, it's fine. I do like second wind though for the healing in the laning phase. If you're struggling in the laning phase and you feel like I can't trade as well as the other, then second wind is really good. Like
it depends.
It depends on the matchup. Yeah, it depends on matchup. I would run bone plating against champions like Riven, Renekton, and otherwise most of the times I just run second wind then. I mean, let's see
like
what
for poke champions I'm going for.
Yeah, exactly. Wind. Like if you have like a hard laning phase against poking champions or strong champions, then second one is pretty good to just have a safe laning phase. Maybe? I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, guys. The thing is, the idea was to let him play 1 game first, and then we are gonna talk about it afterwards. Like I'm gonna write down notes about each mistake he did or what he could have done better. And I feel like I should mute myself. I talk it to you guys, but not to him. And then later on, after the game, we're going through the analysis, going through his replay, and then in the second game, we are gonna spectate again, or we're watching together, and I'm giving him live tips at the same time. So that's gonna be the difference, and see how he plays better or not, or how he can use those tips we discussed in the first game or after the first game on how to improve it, like his macro or his laning phase, or how he's team fighting, etc. So I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm going to mute myself while you're playing.
Okay.
Sometimes I will say something. Probably I'm gonna unmute and say something. But for most of the times, I'm gonna talk to the video, to the stream, to the people, basically in this game, and in the second game afterwards, I will give you live tips. But we're gonna watch the replay if there's anything to say about the first game.
Okay, let's do that.
Because for learning by doing, so first you have to show me how you're playing yourself, and then we can discuss afterwards. Okay, let's see.
Let's make it like that.
Okay, good luck. You're playing against On. I think your matchup is fine because you have 2 damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't underestimate his base damage and his second ability. Like the auto attacks, when he has the second ability, it does a lot of damage. And be mindful about the knockup from the third ability when you're too close to the first ability. But yeah, that's what it's. Okay, so I muted myself, and we are going to watch my boy Grandmaster Elo, by the way. He's playing Camille. You guys know Camille is, or used to be, my #1 champion. I was top 1 Camille for a very long time. So it's gonna be exciting to see how he is gonna play Camille, how he's gonna approach the matchup. I mean, hopefully the quality is not too bad for you guys because it's not full screen. But it's gonna be interesting to see how he's gonna approach it. this matchup. I think it's pretty doable. He has the second wind as well. He has grasp as well. He has passive management. Passive management, very important, that you're always trading when your passive is up, so you don't take too much damage. So let's see how he's doing. It's also better for me to like just talk about it right now while I'm watching it and not playing it myself. Like usually I'm playing while explaining at the same time. This way it's easy for me to just focus on his gameplay, how he's playing, etc. He's starting with the second ability. That's the classic. You max the second ability into first ability.
And then dispose of them.
I mean, on usually starts with the first ability. Right here, you don't want to line yourself up like at the same time behind the minion. If the minion's low life, you don't want to be right behind the minion because he's just gonna use the first ability to last it and hit you at the same time to harass you. So that's... Now here's the level 2 power spike. Goes for a hit. His passive activates. I mean, he's setting it pretty safe. Not trying to go for aggressive trades right here. This is a good trade. Gets the 2 damage as well. Let's talk about the team comp as well. I think in this game, it's better for him to focus on team fighting because Ornn has way more value than him in team fights. Especially with the Hullbreaker, he can split push so hard against the Ornn. This could be a Sandra Borg Hullbreaker game for him. Sure, he should put a ward as well at this point already, but he kind of knows that the enemy jungler is on the other side of the map. Right here he can go for another W. Okay, he puts a ward. Wave is pushing in. But that's a problem about Ornn. Ornn is a super safe champion. You can't really kill him unless he's going for big mistakes. Okay, he goes for the aggressive dash. The thing is, Ornn is just a very safe lane. Like, you need to farm up and focus on outscaling. I think in the laning phase, there's not much to do for him. He does need to avoid the third ability of Ornn though. Whenever Ornn sets up the first ability, there's like a little pillar, and if you stand next to it, the hitbox is pretty big. That if you're like right now, if he's close to it, he's just gonna dash onto it again, and then he's gonna get knocked up, and Ornn gets a free trade. Yeah. So try to bait the first ability, then position yourself away from the first ability so you can zone him away with the second ability and don't get hit by the third ability. So don't stay close to the walls, don't stay close to the pillars. Okay, right here, he avoids it, nice. Okay, the wave is pushing back in. Now is his time to play more aggressive and trying to zone the Ornn away. Because Ornn is always gonna try to last it with the first ability, but right now he has the HP advantage. Good. Nice W. He's actually not putting points into the second ability, he's putting points into the first ability. I think for the second ability, the second ability is better for the fact that you can just harass the opponents way harder. Okay, first ability, no. Oh, he missed it though. Oh, he used this dash and nice ultimate though to dodge it. He has to flash right now. Exit plans. This is risky, he's diveable. If a Mumu comes again, he's diveable. And there's the Mumu, he overstayed. The thing is, right here the mistake was from him to dash in aggressively. He missed the dash, and then Amumu just punished him immediately. And by overstaying, I mean, I understand why he overstayed, because he didn't want to lose the minions and the experience. But now, he's still losing the experience and the gold from the minions regardless. And on top of that, Amumu got another kill.
Danger.
It looks like the Amumu went this way. Okay, he had the ward here, but he went this way from behind.
Enemy slain. Sharpens every blade.
I mean, so far it's fine. He's getting first ability max though. Okay.
Eye on the target.
I think for early trading, the second ability is just way stronger. Like you can zone away the opponents, keep chunking them down until you can all in on them. The thing is, the first ability is not as strong as it used to be, where you had like 100% true damage from the get-go. Now you need to get, yeah, the points into it. The second ability just has a lot of base damage and a lot of healing for you, for trades. Okay, has the Thunder right now. It looks like he wants to reset for the Thunderer. On is staying. On is gonna deep push. On could join. Like, On has Prio right now. What is On doing? Okay, On is going for the turret. He's going for the team fight though. He might lose the turret for this. So question is, can they win this team fight? I would have stayed, by the way. I would have not joined this team fight. But he decided to join this. So let's see if he gets value out of this team fight. Goes for the aggressive second ability. Where's the second ability? Okay, gets a kill. He does get a kill. On is going for the first turret of the game. He's overstaying right now. Just go for the dragon, guys. Just go for the dragon. Go for the dragon, boys. Yep, they don't get the objective and he's gonna lose the first turret. He does get the kill though, but first turret is pretty good for the On. I think this was way better for the On than for the Camille. Like way better, because On now has a turret open that he can deep push the wave, and now he can always join team fights, and Camille has to deep push against it. And first turret gold, like he gets a lot of plating gold, and first turret gold for the whole team. This is very good for the On. While the other side, you saw Camille join the team fight, 5 vs 4 situation, but they didn't get shit. They got 1 kill. And now On is at the dragon. On will get the mountain dragon, and he's gonna get resistance from that. This is very good for him. And now Camille's probably gonna get the turret right here, but at the same time, they're losing the mountain dragon. And it's not even the first turret of the game. It's gonna be the second turret of the game. I mean, he still probably get a lot of value, like a lot of platings. He should get the turret right here. But you see, right now it's a 5 vs 4 situation for them on the other side. And they are just completely winning it. So yeah, defend the turret. Defend the turret, guys. It's not worth. Okay, go for the turret, get the turret at least. Wait, Ezreal is going for Herald. Ezreal got Herald. Okay, nice. Ezreal MVP. He got the Herald alone. Lol. Okay, ultimate, ignite, bomb. He probably gets gonna kill here. He might die for it. Okay, he gets out, gets a kill. I hope he understands that in this game he has to split push all the time, pressuring in the On that the On can never roam and join any team fight, because the On in team fights is gonna be nuts, like too much value. Crowd control, frontline, meat shield, etc. So what he has to do is he has to dominate and keep pushing in the wave that the On can't rotate. In this case.
Purity of form, purity of function. Waiting yields the most reward. Waiting yields the most reward.
Wait, I should write it down, each thing. I mean, trading wise, obviously. Trading wise in the early game, avoid the third ability, positioning. Then trading wise, he could play more aggressive.
Enemy is unstoppable.
Macro wise, I think him rotating to mountain on abandoning his first turret was a mistake for sure. He needs to keep pushing bot side.
Enemy double kill. Ally slain. middle turret is under attack.
Let's see how he plays macro now. I mean, it's still winnable, but he needs to get Borg first of all, and then he needs to get Hullbreaker. I mean, Borg does help him against the all matchup because of the percentage damage, but if you go for Borg, this is like forcing you 100% into being a split pusher the entire game. If you go Borg, you can not really join team fights, especially if you go like Borg Hullbreaker. But I mean, with Borg Hullbreaker, your split push is nuts though, to be fair. To be honest, on Kami, I do like the Hullbreaker into Stark Sketch Twin Guard, and then maybe Borg. He's gonna push. Just go for the turret, yeah. Just ignore him, go for the turret. He's getting out of it. I need to see the timers when the next objective is spawning, because I always try to split push on the opposite side. Okay, Dragon, keep pushing bot side. 40 seconds. I mean, they can get mid turret with the Herald, potentially. Right now you see the Dragon timers is 30 seconds, right? He has a wave bot lane. Now it's time to keep pushing bot side. Keep applying pressure bot side, because the others will group up. Okay, Amumu use ultimate. Right here, I don't know what he's doing. He needs to go bot lane to keep pushing. Now is the time to keep going bot lane, to keep pushing. Because look at his timer is very bad. Right now he should be here pushing already at tier 2. His wave should be at tier 2, because now if he pushes the bot lane, he's too late for the dragon. I mean, they will start dragon, but the pressure he applied on the bot lane is not big enough. He can also push mid lane, by the way, but I would push bot lane. It's just Ocean Dragon anyways. Let's see, he's probably gonna get the mid turret for this, but if he didn't reset and he kept pushing bot lane, if all 5 of them are at the dragon, he might be able to get the tier 3 turret. That's the idea of split pushing, by the way. They go for one objective, you take the other objective. That's the whole point about split pushing, if you wanna play split push. Amumu doesn't have ultimate, but he's gonna get collapse on it right here. He's too greedy, he's gonna end up dying for it. Yeah, that was too greedy by him. Oh, they might try to rush Baron there for Amumu. Amumu is excellent to secure Baron very quickly. They might rush it. They have a 5-4 situation because he got caught. They're going for the rush. If they get the Baron, then this... Oh, they might... Oh, they can turn this. They can turn this. Swain, go over. Swain, go over, quick. Yasuo is going over. Swain, go over. Swain, the hero. Does Ezreal... Wait, Ezreal got it? Did Ezreal got it? Yeah, Ezreal did get it. Ezreal got it though. Nice. Go bot lane, go top lane, top lane, top lane, top lane, top lane, push top lane. Push top lane. No, I mean he can also go bot lane, but I would push top side right now. He goes babap, babap. Tut. I mean, he could just get the free top turret, then he resets, waits for the next dragon, and keeps pushing bot side with the Baron now. Because with the Baron and... Wait, he wants to go Sterox Gauge. Interesting. Oh, he can all-in, but to be fair, the others are nearby. The death timers, the others are gonna respawn immediately if he wants to go in. You need to consider where the opponents are. Amumu's top side, he's pushing bot lane. He does have the... Okay, Brand is responding. They're not getting value out of this whole Baron. That's why I said just top turret. Okay, they might get caught here. Might get caught. Oh, he's getting caught. To be fair, Kami, you can play Kami as a teamfight champion as well, but I think in this game, since he's matching against an Ornn, split push is way better. Because you wanna pull the Ornn away from the teamfight by split pushing. That's the idea. Okay, he's going in. No, that was not a good idea. He does get the Q though, 1-for-1. Next dragon's gonna be Inferno. If they get it, they get the triple dragon. Option one would obviously just join the team fight, try to get the dragon at least, because otherwise they have triple dragon. Or option 2 is he keeps split pushing, gets the tier 3 for them getting the triple dragon. I mean, it depends. What would you guys do in this situation? Do you join the team fight and try to get the dragon? Probably. Or do you just keep pushing? The thing is, if he had the tier 3 open right now, and they go for the triple dragon, he might get the Nexus for it. And even if, like, the thing is 5 vs 5, Leon has more value than him in team fights. So it would have been optimal if he already had the tier 3 open, which he probably could have gotten by now. And then the Nexus shield is also gone because he also got it already. Okay, he's gonna push right now, but he doesn't have Hullbreaker. He could get Hullbreaker, by the way. Going for the Sterox Gauge. So he wants to play team fight. But if he wants to go team fight, I would go Deft and Sterox Gauge and Twin Guard. And not Borg. If you go Borg, it's kinda forcing you as a split pusher. Yeah, he's applying pressure. So the On can join the team fight. Which is probably more helpful than him joining, by the way. Even though you guys might think, oh, I have to join the team fight. Because On in team fight is just too strong in comparison to Camille. Okay, oh, I was about to say use ultimate. But he can try it in the next trade. If he walks up too close. I think he can just ignore and go for the turret. I think right here I would have ignored and went for the turret. Yeah, but him joining so late doesn't make a difference now. Literally. Or maybe he can kill Camille. Oh, I mean, I was about to say maybe he can get Brand or something. Oh, they got it anyways, not worth. Not worth to get Baron as well. He should have just went for the tier 3 turret. I think he could have used ultimate immediately on, trying to force him low life and then go for the turret, or he just ignores him and just goes for the turret regardless. With the wave crashing in, he probably could have just forced the turret with a Demolish. But also with a Hullbreaker if he's running Hullbreaker instead. They can't end, but they can go Baron. Nexus shield, they can't end. Yeah, they can't end. Well, actually, maybe they can because the others. I mean, the others are spawning. They should have just went for the Baron, by the way. They had Baron. And they had the free Baron right there. Oh! Amumu did solo Baron. Okay, Amumu, smart. Smart brain. Ah, they can go for the end. If they want to. Oh, they just reset, go for the Elder. Baron, reset, Elder, and then they go for the end. Ah, good Amumu. He went for the Baron. At least, see? His teammates don't want to go for Baron, but at least Amumu has the brain to go for the Baron. Nice, Amumu. Nice. Triple Dragon plus Baron secured. Smart, Amumu. Smart. Wait, I didn't see the name. Who's Amumu? Smart, Amumu. Right here, what he could still do is push bot lane again, but they do have Baron. But they are, I think... If he had tier 3 open and he keeps pushing bot lane, maybe he could do a little bit of pressure, but I mean, this game is lost by now. But there are a lot of things he could have done better this game to make this game easier. Especially once the Estrus stole the Baron, there was definitely comeback potential. You guys might not think it, but there was definitely like a way to like at least open up the tier 3 turret. I think if the game went like optimal, he at least could have gotten 2 tier 3 turrets. But yeah, GG's. GG's. Okay, GG's.
GG's. My typical solo queue experience.
Okay. Well, okay, let's talk about the game. What do you think you could have done better this game, or what do you think were your mistakes this game?
I think I should just split push because it was useless to play with my team.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
It's like Ezreal in jungle.
Oh yeah, that's your jungle.
Fizz useless. Yeah, Fizz just useless. The only one who was playing was Swain. But
do you think this game was winnable, by the way, in general?
Yeah, probably the enemy team was also
Yeah.
not really good.
Yeah, you even got Baron, by the way. I think it was definitely winnable.
Yeah.
I don't think we necessarily have to go through the replay. I already have every point written out, like what you could have done better in general for this game. Because there was actually a lot of stuff I think I would have done differently this game.
Yeah,
Like
I
we could,
suicided a lot of times, but I was a little bit
yeah,
desperate when I
you
saw
suicided
that.
like 3 times, I think. But I mean, that's not the big problem, to be honest. It's more like what you could have done macro-wise better. We can talk about laning phase, but laning phase wasn't really the problem, and it was more like decision making when it comes down to like split pushing. Because you have to consider you're playing against On, right?
Yeah.
And On is insane in team fights. He has knock-ups, he has his ultimate, which is insane, he has slows. Like, this guy is insane in team fights, and he's good frontline as well, good meat shield for the Brand and for the Caitlyn. So even if you join a team fight and it's a 5 versus 5 situation, right? This guy has way more value than you, so you need to focus more on split pushing. But I mean, we can start with the laning phase. So in the laning phase, you're playing against On, and what On usually wants to do is he lands the first ability, he sets up the pillar, and if you're close to the pillar, and the hitbox is pretty big, by the way, the hitbox is pretty damn big. He uses the third ability, he knocks you up, activates second ability, auto attack, etc. He gets a free trade against you. But there was like one instance where you avoided it and where you sidestepped, so this was good. But in general, when the enemy or when your minion is low life and he wants to last it, you don't want to stand behind the minion that is low life because he's gonna hit you and the minion for free. So that's first of all, and then try to avoid dodging his pillar, obviously, in the engage. I think I would have maxed the second ability first, though. I do like the second ability first for trading, because you can play more aggressive. You have like a lot of base damage on the second ability to poke the opponents down. I think maybe against a Riven, I would not get the second ability. Actually, it doesn't matter. They changed the second ability that even close range it does the same amount of damage.
Does it?
You know, the second ability, the problem about the second ability beforehand was that only the outer part would do a lot of damage, slows the opponent down, right? But now even the inner part is doing the same amount of damage, so it doesn't even matter if people are dashing in, like if Jax jumps in or Riven dashes in. Even if you hit like the close range part, you do the same amount of damage for trading.
Didn't know that.
But yeah, second ability is definitely better in my opinion to max out, because a lot of times you could have like traded super aggressive against him, keep chunking him down, and then go for the all-in.
Yeah.
And then
in the laning phase or later on?
In the laning phase. We're just talking about laning phase for now. And then you went in aggressively for the 1v1, and then Amumu ganked you, right?
Yeah.
You survived already, and I know the wave was crashing in, and you wanted to at least get the gold, get the experience. You should have just reset immediately, because it was. I already said, like, in the same time I said Amumu's probably gonna flank him again, and he's gonna die. And then exactly that happened. And then you died. You lose experience. You lose gold. On gets platings. He gets tons of gold. And then the first big mistake, in my opinion, was that you went for the mountain dragon. You got 1 kill, right? But On got the first turret. He got platings. He opens up the map for himself that he can just rotate. Like, the problem about these tanky champions usually is if they get pressured in, they can't rotate as easily to team fights, or they're sacrificing the turret to join the team fight. But because you joined the dragon team fight, you got 1 kill, you guys didn't even get the dragon, and he got the first turret of the game. So he's getting plating gold, he's getting first turret gold, and the first turret gold is also for the entire team, so everyone is getting gold bonus.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he already opened up the turret. He just joins the mountain dragon team fight, they get the mountain dragon, and they're shitting on your teammates. So this was already the first big mistake.
I just gave up on my team on the first dragon fight, so I saw that there's no hope.
Tread carefully.
Yeah, but I think if you're playing Camille, especially if you wanna play him like a split pusher or play her like a split pusher, you wanna keep pressuring, and best, like, honestly, you can always sacrifice the first dragon, it doesn't matter, and get the first turret, because it's gonna give you so much gold. You're getting potentially 5 platings, 600 gold, plus first turret gold, plus
Understood.
turret gold. So
Yeah.
that's so
Right.
much gold. Like if the on rotates for the dragon, you get like 1,500 gold just for staying in your lane, because he's missing on the minions, he's missing on the turret, etc. Yeah, so that was the first mistake, and then afterwards you tried to join team fights, but you should have kept pushing.
Just split push, yeah?
Yeah, just split push. I mean, there were like when you had Baron, for example, you should have went top lane and got like 2 turrets for free, because the top turret was already low life. I would have just went top lane really quick, get the turret, and then whenever the objective is up, right? You see, the objective is up in 20 seconds or 30 seconds. You already want to position yourself to split push, because I saw when the dragon was spawning, you were resetting into the base, and then you were too late to split push.
Okay.
Because you need to apply pressure. You need to apply pressure because before the dragon even is spawning, like 10 seconds beforehand. You want to be around the tier 2 turret. Put a ward around the blue, so you can see when someone's collapsing on you, or if there are more than 2 people. But if you can pull more than 2 or 3 people towards you, then that's already really good, because then your allies have like man advantage. It's gonna be 4 vs 3 situation for them, or even 4 vs 2 situation. But yeah, a lot of times you try to join a team fight, but you should have kept pushing bot lane, for example. And right before the dragon, you went back instead of keep pushing. Because I would have been 10 seconds before the dragon, I would hover the minion wave around the tier 2 turret. Because then you can just get the tier 3 turret for it.
Yeah.
And the other time was at the 3rd dragon. You had the option to join immediately, or just ignore the on and just go for the turret. Like, there was no point for you to join anymore. At least you could have maybe gotten the tier 3 turret.
Yeah, I thought that he will be not in time for the team fight, so there will be a man advantage.
Yeah, but I mean, you still end up losing it, regardless.
Yeah.
Like, if you just... Like, you were already on the turret, the wave was crashing in. You can just ignore the on and force the turret, regardless, because he can kill you.
Yeah.
So that's what I would have done. Like, I think in this game, probably you could have secured 2 tier 3 turrets and applied so much pressure if you played it better. I mean,
so it was winnable, right?
I mean, some games are not winnable. Maybe this game was not winnable, but I think you got the Baron steal. There was potential to win the game, or potential to at least open up the map more with better split push.
Okay. We'll try to do it better next time.
Yeah, okay. I think we don't need to watch replay, because I have good memory about each situation where you could have done it better. And I already explained it to you. Or do you want it more visualized? But I think it's pretty clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, then yeah, you can hop into a game, and then we will. I try to talk to you while you're playing, and I say what you should do, etc. Okay, let's see. I mean, hopefully Kami's not getting banned, right? Imagine.
Nah, I don't think so.
Do you also play other, like, do you like split push, or do you prefer to play team fight, by the way?
I tried to join team fights, but I can split push too.
No, I mean your champion or your playstyle. What you like more? Do you like to play champions that play team fight? Okay, I see.
Yeah. So I was top 1 Shen, so that's why I'm trying more to be helpful with the team.
Yeah, but Shen is also like a mix. He likes to split push, and then he joins with the ultimate. And like he's also like a mixed champion. I mean, to be fair, Kami can be both. Like, she can also be pretty good in team fights. But I would recommend you to go for maybe like Death Dance, Derek Gage, Twingard, if you want to play more team fight orientated with Meteor or Stoneplate.
Okay.
I mean, if you go Borg, like Blade of the Rune King, you kinda wanna play split push. But if you wanna play like a teamfight orientated Camille, you can also just play Death Dance into Stark's Gage, into Twingard, making you way more tanky. I mean, it depends on what type of playstyle you like. Like, if I play Camille, usually, if there's some games where I'm the only kind of frontline where it's useful for me to be joining teamfights, but other games, for example, your last game, was a perfect example where it's better to split push against Ornn than joining a team fight. Okay, in this game looks like you're the only front line, kinda. I think it's gonna be Blue Kayn. Blue Kayn, Lulu.
Yeah.
And then Malphite. Okay. I mean, you're playing against Malphite, so I think it's again, him joining teamfight is just way more value than you joining teamfight. So
Okay, so I should just
yeah, I think this game is another just a focus on split pushing. Yeah, they have Nunu Malphite. You can play teamfight. You literally like if you try to fight 5 versus 5, you're gonna lose 100%. So pray Kayn is going for pickoffs and you're just continuing pressuring the game the whole time. Okay, let's see what you have. You have Ziggs though. Yeah, Ziggs can stall teamfights, but their team comp is way stronger. Their teamfight is way stronger right now.
Yeah,
they have 2 frontliners, they have Lux for the bind, they have Caitlyn long range from behind and that assassin. You guys have Blue Kayn, assassination, but no frontline. I mean, let's see, maybe Ziggs is...
Yeah, we have Lulu and Samira.
Your game is hard. This game is hard. What I would do is I pray Malphite is joining teamfight and you're getting the first turret. I mean, that's the best thing that could happen to you, first of all. So first of all, try to trade within your passive and break his passive and then try to play aggressive against Malphite, because you can play aggressive against him. Sit in the brush and hope that he's using his first ability onto minion and then go out when your passive is up, going for short trade, second ability, auto attack Q, and then back up into the brush again. Like that.
Okay.
Like just going for short trades, because you will win those trades. Remember, second ability first. Max second ability and then first ability. And they do have a Nunu, so you have to be mindful that Nunu can gank pretty early on. Like, Nunu could gank level 2, by the way. He just goes red buff into level 2 gank. Or he's just going... Yeah. Because Nunu is a spam ganker. He gets level 3, and then he ganks every lane as often as he can. But to be fair, Camille has a damn... Like, if you are not wasting your third ability playing too aggressive, then a Nunu can never kill you.
Minions have spawned. Amusing. A weapon's virtue is proven in combat.
Okay, you can try to, as long as your shield lasts, try to trade a bit more aggressive. And that's what I mean with immediately going to the brush afterwards, because he's just going to use his first ability to poke you down.
Excellence is a trait you lack.
Okay, fucked up.
I mean, it's okay. You have to plan a second wind. It's okay. But you could have traded a bit better there.
Yeah, I fucked up.
What you also can do is, you use the first ability onto a minion, right?
Yeah.
Then you get movement speed. And then you hit the second ability, then auto attack. And then you get the enhanced first ability, you can use it, and then you back off again. Yes, and now back off. See, that's already a much better trade for you. And you just keep doing that as Kami over and over and over. Yeah, his wave is pushing in because... Okay. It's good trade. You should put the ward already.
Bottom turret is under attack. A sharp blade quickens the work. Eye on the target. First blood. Ally slain.
Just let the wave crash in. If you're trading right now, you're taking a lot of minion damage because he has much bigger wave.
Bottom turret is under attack. Violence is a means to an end. Looks like I missed a spot. Ally slain. A sharp blade quickens the work. Middle turret is under attack.
Okay, try to first bridge onto the cannon. Okay, no.
Too late.
Oh, he's coming in.
Bottom turret is under attack. You have been slain. Top turret is under
He
attack.
actually bursted you so fucking hard. I guess because you were within the minion wave. The thing is, the idea was just use the movement speed you're getting from the first ability on the cannon, then second ability out the Q and then back off. Actually, I think you could have won this 1v1 because Marshvll was almost out of mana. He barely had mana left.
A sharp blade quickens the work.
And even if Nunu came afterwards, you still had flash.
I am
But I would have, like, the trade beforehand, if you played it a little bit more aggressive and better, I think you could have already went for the all-in there. But what I like to do, the short trade combo is, you walk to a minion, use the first ability onto it, right?
Yep,
Then you get movement
yep.
speed, second ability, then auto-attack, first ability, and then you just already back off. Or you just keep auto-attacking until your passive wears off, and you just repeat it over and over and over. And at some point you're just winning those trades, and you're just out-sustaining him, that he's low life, until you can just all-in on him. And that's how Kami works, most of the times. And against Marshvll especially.
is under attack. Order exists because of me.
Marshvll doesn't have ultimate, you can join blue team fight. Look, blue buff. Blue buff, they're fighting.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, maybe. Okay, I can see. I can see if you could have joined. No, maybe.
His virtue is proven in combat. Violence is a means to an end. A sharp blade quickens the work.
He's gonna try to reset.
I am employed.
I think you can go all in, go all in, go all in. Dash in. He doesn't have mana. If he flash over? Oh, almost, almost, almost. That's fine though.
Violence is a
Wait, oh, Shen is here. Lol.
Zed.
I mean, yeah, Zed is here, my bad. It's okay though. Oh no, he's coming. Oh, he used flash as well. Just keep running away. Oh, they do get dragon as well. Oh, scuffed. Two people topside, they get dragon as well, and Kane is dying. This is scuffed.
turret is under attack. Fear sharpens every blade. Ally slain.
Yeah, it's like 0-6.
Disaster, it's a disaster.
Top turret is
This
under
game is a disaster already.
First turret destroyed.
Yikes. They get first turret, they get dragon, they're gonna get herald as well. Nah, this game is fucked.
Behave yourself. Enemy rampage. Bottom turret is under attack.
He just burst me down.
Bottom turret is under attack. Turret lost.
Taking my wave, so it's not playable, I think.
Order exists because of me.
What do you think you could have done better so far?
Yeah, the laning phase just fucked up.
Fear sharpens every blade. The enemy team has slain the Rift Herald.
Like, or Lulu is split pushing, so.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think it would have made a difference even if you got the kill Marshvll, it wouldn't have made a difference so far. This game is just losers too. Like, I mean, I think you could have killed the Marshvll one time at least, but even if you did, it doesn't matter. Like, the team is just losing too hard. I mean,
It's like 90%.
yeah, I mean, that's Baron lane. Sometimes there are games where you're winning completely and you just couldn't win because your bot lane is inting too hard. I mean, occasionally you have the games where you can still manage to carry the game because you're just dominating your lane so hard, or you're applying so good split push pressure that you can turn games. So yeah, you still sometimes have those games. But a lot of times on Baron lane, if your bot lane is inting too hard, it's very hard to carry from Baron lane. Like you can be 4-0, but if your bot lane is like 0-10, then it's gonna be a very, very hard thing to carry. Unless you're like random and you're like dog shitting on the opponent laner being 5-0, then it's okay. But most of the times, if you're like a normal laner, it's gonna be hard to completely dominate. Like, you need to be significant better than the other laner to carry in Baron lane. Like, you need to be completely demolishing the other Baron laner laning phase-wise. Like, perfect trades, perfect pressure, then that's how you can carry in Baron lane, even if the bot lane is inting. But yeah, you need to be like 4-0 every laning phase. That's like the best case. If you actually want to carry in Baron lane. Like completely dominating, trading wise. That's why I say
it's possible, yeah?
I mean, it is possible. Like, especially against this Malphite, I think you could... I mean, maybe 1 or 2 kills, but... To be fair, this game is very hard for you to carry. I think maybe if you like... If you were really hard winning, maybe you could have joined the blue team fight, because they had the 2 vs 2 at blue, and maybe if you guys won that, it would have been different. I mean, you think about each small thing is stepping up or building up that you might be able to win. I mean, yeah, sometimes I'm wondering how Random is winning games as well, but he's just dominating his lane so hard that he can join fights more often, etc. Or he's strong enough that he's winning a 1 vs 2, etc. I mean, but that's the difference between like being like a... That's not even the difference between being a challenger, that's the difference between being like probably one of the best players in the server and like being a high-elo player. Just absolutely dominating, knowing the perfect limit. I mean, he also does mistakes. Not like he's playing perfectly, but bare minimum mistakes, that's your goal. Going for the best decision making, going for the best trades, etc.
Attack the dragon. Engage.
But yeah, this game is pretty hard. And the only thing you can do is just try to keep pushing.
Enemy killing spree. Enemy double kill. Enemy rampage.
Yeah,
Enemy killing
it's
spree.
scuffed.
Enemy slain. Shut down.
Okay, so 2 games you have to play against a tank so far. But that's the thing, if you play Camille, you need to win against those tanks. Because the tanks have way more value than you in team fights. So first thing is
Enemy team has slain.
winning and securing kills and dominating and applying pressure against those tanks. That's the main thing I could tell you so far.
Ally slain. Enemy double kill. Ally slain.
Do you guys think this game is winnable? Do you guys think this game is winnable? Oh god. Wait, can you show the score tab? Like who is shut down?
Enemy killing spree.
Exists because of me.
I mean, not really. You can't even get shut down.
Bottom turret is
Like only a small shutdown, not even a big shutdown.
A sharp blade quickens the world.
turret lost.
A sharp blade quickens the world.
Inhibitor turret is under attack.
attack.
Impatient? I'm not impatient.
But it's like 90% of my solo queue experience is like this. My complete team is just get fucked, and I don't know how to carry. Even though when I lose my lane hard, even if I lose my lane hard, I don't know. My team's always like this.
Yeah, but you need like the thing is you need to win your lane hard. That's the difference. You have to win your lane hard every time.
Get you.
I try to win your lane hard. I try to play the map better.
They pay me to find problems and then dispose of them.
I mean, some games are not winnable, and I think this game is probably loser's queue regardless of how well you play. Like, even if you are 4-0, you probably lose this game. But there are some games, like, I think a lot of people are saying 40% of the games you're winning, 40% of the games you're losing, and 20% of the games you make the difference. So you understand? Like,
Yeah.
some games you just can't carry, but some games you make the difference. And in this case, you have to be like 4-0 and you're just dominating. I mean, you can see it from random win rate. Yeah, 60%. So what the 40-40, 40-42, or 40-40-20% makes sense, right? In this case.
Yeah.
Like, the game is designed to be like, you are 50% win rate, matchmaking wise. The game is trying to get you to 50%, but if you're like really, really good, you can make the difference that you're like 60%. I think if you're like 55 to 60% solo queue win rate, then that's already good. Wait, can you show me your stats?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering about your stats.
Not really good this season.
Okay, just go to ranked matches and then open up the stats thing.
Ranked.
Okay, now the other thing. Okay. Okay, what champions do you play the most this season? Go to champions.
Shen.
Okay.
I just played Camille for 2 weeks now. I mained it first when I started playing this game, and I just wanted to main another champion like.
Okay, what I can tell you right now is already gold per minute. Gold per minute is very low. Like, you need to farm better. But your teamfight participation is high, so I assume, like, from the first game,
I think it was like when I played Shen.
That you are a lot of times in that, even if you're playing Shen, I think your gold per minute should be like 800.
Okay.
I think a lot of times you're tending to join team fights, even though you shouldn't join team fights and you should just keep farming. But can you show me your Shen stats as well? Like, go to champion and lane, and then to stats. So I can see how many games. No, champion and lane.
Champions and lane.
And now go to the stats thing, and then the season. Because some people might not think it, but the stats are giving a lot of way about your playstyle. On the right, there's like this diagram.
Like this?
Yes, and then season 9.
Season 9 here, yeah, I got it.
Okay, wait, let me see. Yeah, I can tell you from this that you need to farm better. I mean, you can just go online and compare a bit.
Yeah, I saw your stats.
But I think my Camille gold permanent is way higher. Like, we can also just compare to random, but I mean, random is a different case, obviously. Because this guy's like always like almost 900 GPM, but I can just compare more human stats. But to be fair, I also play a lot of jungle, but let's see Fiora, for example. I only play a Baron lane, I have 800 on her. What do I have? 5.5, 4, 4? Okay, stay up. Wait, let me just compare the turret damage. That's okay. I think mainly it's gold farming.
Yeah, it's like I'm running around the map, not doing very much.
In the first game was the best example. Like, you just kept trying to join team fights, even though you could have just kept pushing bot lane, kept farming, or even taking like jungle camps sometimes. Like, take those crux sometimes. So like if you see your jungler is on the other side of the map and he's not doing his crux, you can just take the crux. Like if you know random, he farms the side camps. He always goes for the enemy side camps as well when he's dominating. So he's trying to take away gold and experience from the others while boosting himself up. Because clearly, just from this, I can tell that. I mean, I will pay more attention about the next game of how you could farm better. But I think, assuming from how you played the first game, it's because you kept joining teamfights, fight, and that's why your clip participation is, for example, high, but your gold per minute is not that high. Because the more gold you have, the better you can carry a game. So farming is very important. Yeah. Okay, next game. I think we already said it during the game, like a laning phase could have been better. But honestly, your allies were Giga Griefers.
Yeah, it was a good first session. I learned a lot.
Well, I hope you can write down. I think just remember what I said to you and then try to apply it in game. Like, first of all, obviously the laning phase, playing the trades better. Try to focus more on farming, knowing when to join objectives or when it's better to just split push, because you have to consider like the team comp or your lane matchup. If you play against tanks, usually it's better to just keep split pushing. And so, I mean, obviously you can also join teamfights if you want to, but for example, if you play against Marshvll or On, these champions are way better in teamfight than you, so it's better to just continue split pushing.
Yeah, so let's concentrate on the laning phase to win more lane.
I think it always starts from the laning phase. The laning phase is like the starting point, and then the other things are like later on.
Yeah. So maybe the next time we get on that, so how to win more often the lane and what I did wrong.
I mean, I think you're doing. I think you're not doing too bad, honestly. I think you're doing fine, but obviously you can make it better. Like, get better trades off, more aggressive trades, and then be all in. Like knowing when to jump in, when you chunk them low enough that you just pull the trigger and kill them. Because in the Jace matchup, 2 times you could have killed him, but you didn't pull the trigger, like just jumping in aggressively. Like knowing your limit, but that's like more experience knowing the matchups.
Okay. So but there's a lot of matchups. Like playing Set, I'm very very bad playing Set. I don't know how to fight him.
A Set is also not easy. It's skill matchup.
Yeah.
But to be fair, with Fleet second wind, you have such a safe laning phase that you shouldn't be that you should not die. If you play Fleet second wind, just try Fleet second wind for a bit and see how your laning phase improves. And just try the trade pattern I told you.
Okay, I will try this.
Well, but yeah, I think that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
and I hope I did a good job. Hopefully.
No, it's okay. It's okay
even
for the first time.
Even though you lost the games, I think I gave you good tips about the understanding about how you can play it better next time.
Of course.
Okay. Well,
even
that's
the
about
trading.
it.
I will try it. Offline and see. Maybe I send you some bit.
Okay, sure.
Go check it.
Okay. Anyways, I see you. I hope you enjoyed it, and that's what it.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.